It's what supposed to happen.
Hello.
It's what supposed to happen.
Hello. Hey.
Useless.
You're not wrong. It's what supposed to happen.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Pause
shut
of
up.
pussy for not turning his camera on. You're not wrong.
Hello.
It's what supposed to happen.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Pause
shut
of
up.
pussy for not turning his camera on. You're not wrong.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Pause
shut
of
up.
pussy for not turning his camera on. You're not wrong.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Pause
shut
of
up.
pussy for not turning his camera on. You're not wrong.
Hi guys.
Pause of pussy for not turning his camera on. You're not wrong.
Okay. I forgot to unmute myself. Oh, I guess. Okay. Welcome to our first Steel Flower Direct. For real this time. And yeah, okay. Okay, so let's recap on the thing a little bit. So we will recap on Steel Flower Direct as usual. We will recap on Steel Flower Direct as usual, and we will recap and we will introduce you guys to our new tournament, Steel Flower Nicecactus Championship. And the details about it for the upcoming qualifiers. And well, okay, let's get into the thing. So as you guys might have known, Steel Flower Premiere has come to an end with our winners are No Mercy Saints and for Asia and Team 404 for European region. Well, today we want to talk about the No Mercy Saints and their journey in Steel Flower Premiere. Okay, so Kira, are you there?
Yeah, so
Okay, hi, what's up? How are you today, man?
tired.
Oh, rip. Well, okay, so congratulations on your victory on Steel Flower Premiere. We have a lot of questions to ask you today. So okay, our first I'm just gonna put the description. Okay, so my first question. Can you introduce uh, uh I'm sure most of these things already. You
Introduce my team. Well, I don't think there's need to be introducing for that. Well, we're No Mercy. We've been the best team in Asia for the past 2 years, previously known as CSPG Saints. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay, thanks. So that's really good to hear. So all right. So second question. Okay, so how do you feel victory in the final match against X Quadrant, or should we call them Awakened, because that was their original name. So how do you feel about it?
If I'm being honest, I was disappointed by the way they played because Awakened was one of the better teams in Asia because honestly, Asia is one of the most dead regions and they didn't perform up to standards. Like we got 9 rounds on T side and that was a bit tragic to be honest. And on the second map where I didn't play and they played with no IGL, that was even more tragic because they just got clapped even harder.
Well, I think that's a pretty honest view on X Quadrant. I'm not here to judge how they play though, because I'm not professional myself, but I really appreciate your response. Okay, now for your first question. Actually, for your first question. Okay, so how did you what do you think on how did you guys perform on the final match? Like, do you think your team was really good? You were really good like up against Denvers, or is there something that you would like to say?
Like I'm not trying to throw shades on Awakened or X Quadrant. Like they've been performing decently in recent cups for the past couple of weeks, but when it counts, like when it comes to actual events, like all other Asian teams, they don't perform to standards. So it was a bit tragic from their side. And as for my team, I think we could have performed a bit better on our CT side on board, and that's something we'll work on in the future. But other than that, I don't think we did anything wrong.
Oh, all right. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so so this is pretty much a personal question. Because I'm a really big fan of your team. I've been following the reason is kind of not racist anymore because I actually like your team because you guys just won COL did the season 3 of Critical Ops League last year, and I just basically fell in love with you guys. So no homo though.
Gay.
No homo though. But okay.
Gay.
But yeah, but do you think who do you think is the best player during Steel Flower Premier only? And not like the entire lifetime, but for Steel Flower Premier only. What's your favorite player? If your
On my team, well, for the final game, I would have to say Axist because he performed the lights out on the T side, where it's usually Air fragging out. For the first time in the millennia, I've seen Axist fragging out on the T side, so congrats to him. And as for the overall tournament, I would have to say Ariel because, well, I don't think I need to explain why I say Ariel. He's the most consistent player in the scene, in the Asian scene at least. Globally, I'm not too sure, but he's up there somewhere. But Yes, I would have to say Ariel as for the overall tournament, but just for the finals, I would have to say Axist.
Okay, so Aces and Ariel, I guess you all here. So can you guys speak? Can you guys speak up, please?
Yeah, Axist is a pussy, so yeah, it's fine.
Fuck your
Apologies, they're both
mom.
introverted. Oh, never mind.
Okay. So both of you guys, I have a lot of questions to ask, especially as a fan. Okay, so can you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi.
Hi, Kirito. Okay, Ariel and Negus, can you guys introduce yourselves?
Guten Tag, I am Axist from, and nice to meet all of you. I'm gonna kill myself now.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions to tell you guys, but I'm just okay. So what do you think? How do you think about your victory during for the entire tournament, and especially during the finals?
Expected.
Well, it was a perfect wanking session afterwards, so it set the mood right.
Maybe, I guess. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your favorite moments during the tournament and the finals? Also, like any point during the tournament.
I'm sorry to say I don't remember any moments from the tournament besides choking that 2 kills at B side, so I would have to say that.
So I think that's really big now.
Kira, when did
Well-
we play this again? I forgot.
Last week, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember anything else.
Okay.
Uh,
I guess you guys don't remember anything, but I'm trying to remember you guys. But,
It's
so
just
guys,
a
this is
we have
like
to win.
bro. So this is a question for like all you guys, like all of you moments during the tournament. Like personally and
most
and
what?
as a team, the most challenging moments during the tournament.
No such thing.
I'm sorry to say, but this is Asia. There's no such thing as a challenge. Like, it's non-existent.
What?
Like, I'm not trying to be arrogant, but in Asia, like, for the past 2 years, it's been on a decline. Like, I mean, yes, there's talented players here and there, but nobody works on their mistakes. Like, after they lose, like, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and then they just keep losing and losing and losing. Like, no team in Asia actually works on improving themselves. Unlike other regions, well, as in EU, it's always competitive. It's always head to head. Like, there's always teams that are getting better, and in Asia, it's quite the opposite.
Oh, I guess that's a pretty honest view. It's really independent view, because
Well, I mean-
because I know you guys are like in the competitive scene for a long time, and you guys are basically the best, like one of the best, if not the best, Asia team in existence. I guess. But
No, I mean, like, a lot of people like to say I'm toxic or cocky or arrogant, but I mean, in a way, I guess I am. But at the same time, I'm just being honest. Like, if they want to get better, like, why can't I be honest with them? And in my honesty, right now, and for the past 2 years, Asia seems been on decline, and it's still heading that way. I mean, yes, there's decent teams here and there, but they all die out eventually, or they just give up and disband eventually.
Well, I guess that's a pretty good feedback for the entire scene, because you know we all want to to make the critical scene better, and we just don't want to make it a dead game. That's all. So,
And
yeah.
and I want like the Asian scene to improve because well, because I'm Asian, I would rather see the Asian team win out against European or North American teams or even South American teams. Because last time we've had a cross-regional event where we had lower Asian teams play against lower EU teams, it was all held in one day, and most of the servers were in the Asian team's favor because it was a best of one. Like, you guys had the ping advantage, but every single Asian team lost against European teams, European tier 2 teams. And that just shows how much they're behind Europe and North America in general.
Well, all right. So that's those are pretty much very good feedback from one of the best players to the scene. So okay, here's the second to last question. So do you guys have any tips for not just for the competitive players, but for the casual player base, including myself, because I'm just a platinum player. I only have an Axist to play the game.
Thing about
do
this
you have
scene,
any tips to get better?
no, the thing about this scene is it's built up on younger players, because once players get older, they leave the game for another game because it's actually worth thing and they make money off it, or they just focus on life in general because they don't have time to waste on a game where they have no profit. But this scene is built on younger players, and as for younger players, good thing about them is they have a lot of time and use that time to, work on improving themselves. So if they lose a game, instead of just crying and disbanding a team over it, instead of that, just work on fixing your mistakes. Like, if you lost the game, think about why you lost the game. That's what Asian teams don't do. Even European teams don't do that, but they're not as bad as Asia. So if they do something bad, then work on improving it instead of crying and being toxic about it.
Feedback. Okay. Thank you guys a lot for joining for the interview. We actually myself got a lot of value feedback from you guys, and I guess our viewers also learned something from the interview. So, all right. So, thank you very much. All right. So, okay. So let's get to our second topic of today. As you guys have may known, we have a new tournament called Flower Nicecactus Tournament. Well, it's just a name. We collaborated with Nicecactus to bring you a cross-regional tournament, which has a prize pool of $800. So, okay, so let's take some time to actually get into the thing. Okay. So, as you may see in the slides, this side of the screen right here, we have the format of a tourney is basically we have 64 teams in all regions and their respective regions qualifiers, which for team advances for grand 16 teams double elimination event. To basically continue, for the qualifiers we have, it's basically in a single elimination format. Well, most of you have, if you have played Cup, you know what single elimination is. But for people who don't know what single elimination is, it's basically a type of tournament format which you will basically get eliminated after a single loss. And which basically we have 14 qualified per region. With 4 regions, we will have and we will put in 16 teams made cross-regional events. And with every day, every 24 hours, we will have one round. So it basically works like a multi-day cup. So we have to complete your matches in a single day. Based on the required matches for that day in a single day. for the main event, we will use the double elimination format. Some of you may know what double elimination is, but for who don't know what this is, it's basically a tournament. It's basically another variation of the elimination tournament format. Which, if you lose one game, you will move to the losers bracket, which you will play with other players, with other teams who lost a single match. And if you lose another game, you will basically get eliminated from the tournament. The event is basically cross-regional, which basically players will from all around the world play against each other, qualified teams of course, and all matches will be using the best of 3 format, which you need to win 2 maps to win the entire game, with the grand final being the exception of best of 7, meaning you have to win 4 matches to win the entire game. Well, for the pricing distribution, we have the first place will have the grand prize of $500. Second place, $200, and first place, $150. The fourth place will be $50 for the entire team, which is pretty much what you expect. And for the new tournament, my bad. I apologize. So, for the new event, we will introduce new rules into the entire thing. We're trying to give like the best experience in the team. Oh, you guys are muted? Oh, nice. I thought you guys were muted. Okay. You guys are muted. Okay, my bad. I will
Here and
okay.
I guess you guys will still hear me now. Yes, you guys will still basically hear me now. Okay, so we will introduce brand new rules into the tournament. The first of it, the first of it, we're gonna introduce new energy measures, which are basically it will be somewhat the same as other tournaments, but it will be somewhat different. We will basically enforce teams who have modified their game as much as possible. Let's check if you guys. Well, we are gonna enforce guidelines in the energy measures to make sure that the game and the devices not be tampered with. Basically, we will know if you jailbreak the device. We will actually use methods basically somewhat not bypassable at this time, but will be bypassable at any time, but will be pretty hard to bypass. Second rule is the new guidelines will actually ensure that your the required apps for the energy checks will be down from your respective platform storefront. If you download an APK or an IPA is completely illegal, and we will know how to check that. Next, we will basically enforce the account sharing rule as much as possible. Because in like in the remote recent cups, there are a lot of cases that the accounts are shared, or people using multiple accounts on multiple accounts on the same device. We will make sure that this will happen with our new anti-cheat measure. Of course we will try our best to make the thing not bypassed by any way. Nice. Okay. So the next thing is the match validation. We have heard a lot of complaints from the participating teams, especially in Premiere, that people that like our decisions and our evidence are not good enough to basically judge make decisions on, or even sometimes we actually put move a team and a proceeded team without even actually checking energy measures, which is our fault, which I will basically take our responsibilities of. So on this tournament, we will make sure that this won't happen with independent checking. So make sure that not only one person, not just one person, will basically check everything. We will make sure that multiple will check on the recordings, and the match results, to make sure that is reliable and is not basically like a biased thing, a biased decision. We will make sure that the match results are verified between the staff and the participating teams. So we make sure that everything is confirmed 5 times. We don't double check, we triple check, we will check it 5 times in a row to make sure that the thing is actually correct and it's all good to go. But the decisions rely on our operations head. We have hired the operations head. Our operations heads to they are basically independent, independent people. I don't think it's a real framework to say that, but they know what they're doing, especially that they are pretty much known in the scene, and they know that, and they have a lot of experience in this thing, and they are the people we trust about. And we are gonna introduce a new mechanic into our matches. This is basically not the first. I don't think this is the first time that a critical tournament has this thing, but this is the first time that we think this is the first time that we get this to work in like as standard in tournaments. No, teams will basically able to call pauses during a match, basically for trading information and for basically giving the teams another 60 seconds to plan for strategies and make sure that they will actually win an important round. Of course, pauses will not be stopped prematurely, so we will actually make sure that the pause, like teams will get the amount of time needed to basically get their stress working. And teams are allowed to a certain number of times per map. This will be given in our competition handbook. And technical pauses are another thing that goes along with the tactical timeout. This is for emergency. So if a player disconnects, he will have a chance to return in the next round. So without even jeopardizing the results of the match. And it will only invoke when a player is disconnected. We revoke after the dude reconnects to the game. So yeah, and of course the pauses are 60 seconds. We cannot, unfortunately, we cannot modify the pause to like an hour or like infinite until the guy is reconnected because of the limitations in the critical ops client. And of course, for more information, you can refer to the competition handbook. And yeah, and we are gonna enforce the multiple teams in the same organization rule. For clans and organizations with multiple teams, I've known a couple of teams that has multiple sub teams inside of the same clan, especially my own clan. Well, for now, you can have 2 teams to represent your own clan or organization in the tournament, but they have to be separated. So you can put like Steel Flower Asia or Steel Flower Europe or Steel Red, Steel Blue, and one person can represent 2 teams of the same organization. So you can be the captain for both teams for 2 teams as long as they are in the same clan you're in. And of course, pricing will be given towards between teams and will actually be given towards the organization if they wish. And the schedule for the qualifiers is with our South American qualifiers will start first, then our North American qualifiers, Asian qualifiers, and Europe qualifiers all will happen from July 21st to August 5th. And on the main stage, we will have our main stage matches start in August 10th. Which I will say now is the day for our next direct. It's not it's our anniversary direct. And I guess that's everything for the Nasty Nicecactus tournament. And and yeah, we will. Okay, so for the tournament, we have had a lot of staff members and a lot of administrators who are pretty much famous on the scene that will wish to help us in the tournament. One of them are the streamers. They are really important to us. They actually bring us forward in media. So they promote our tournament, and they help us go forward. So today we want to talk with one of our streamers, Kaira. Pearl, are you there?
I think Paul is being a pussy. Oh, I know.
Yes, hi.
Okay, so I will let you conduct the interview for now. So so let's go.
Okay. Okay, so Kaira, how are you?
Good. But sad because your face cam is off.
Oh, okay, so like, why did you choose Steel Flower Tournament?
Because Paul asked me to stream. So I was like, why not? I like
Alright.
quality stream. I mean, you
Okay,
like
so
my stream.
what can you offer us?
High
And
quality.
what are your shortcomings?
Wait. I can give you high quality streams. You like 4K streams?
Yes.
Yes. Maybe I can cast sometimes for you.
Oh,
Shortcomings, no idea. Looks fine.
okay,
Everything
so
is
like,
fine.
what are your thoughts of becoming a streamer?
I don't know. I didn't expect to be a streamer until you asked me to stream. So I'm doing it and I'm kind of enjoying myself.
Oh, wait, did he left?
Yeah, he did. You pressed the call button.
Chill. Continue.
Fuck's sake.
I think it's over.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Press the thing. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
You guys
Stop
record.
kind of nice stuff. Thanks.
Because I had my hair done and she only see me with my hair up. So I was like, had my hair done, I don't know, I just standing there, just standing like.
Wait, what? Okay,
Also,
okay.
delusional neighbor.
Okay, so I guess we have some kind of difficulties right now. Okay, so Pearl, should we continue?
Yes, Paul, come.
Okay, so yeah, Kaira, I guess I have introduced us to. Oh, don't wait. Oh, okay, I guess. Okay, so I guess that's everything. Okay, Kaira.
Yeah.
I have a personal question for you. So, why? So, what do you think about your new work environment in Steel Flower Tournament?
It's not bad. I enjoy it. It's
Well, good to hear. Well, thank you very much. So, okay, so let's go to this for Dominite. Dominite is our admin. Is our new latest admin for the Asia region of Steel Flower Tournament, and we want to him right now. So
Yep.
Dom, are you there? Okay, nice.
Yep, hello.
So, okay, hello. Oh, how are you?
Good, man. Really excited.
Yeah, glad to hear. So, I have a lot of questions,
Mm-hmm.
basically. So, here's some of the generic ones. Why do you choose Steel Flower Tournament?
I would say I chose mod for multiple tournaments as being a player for these types of tournaments, and finding no mods in the matches to take care of the matches itself. It's kind of annoying, and I feel a little like insecure that things might happen during the match, and it's kind of a pain. So to fix that, I took the initiative myself to take care of some of the problems of it.
I see. So, well, I actually don't remember very much, but how is your first match when you started modding for SFLT?
I would say the first match, along with the following matches, were really smooth. Like everyone was, listening to the instructions and the rules that were told, and they really followed with what I had to say and what I instructed them to do. So it was just really organized and really smooth throughout the whole tournament.
That's really nice. So you were a streamer. You were a streamer and modded a map for the finals of Steel Premiere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do you feel about it? Like,
Oh yeah, that was one of my most depressing streams. As like I don't know what went wrong, but the whole stream just started lagging and everyone was complaining, and I really felt bad about it. But yeah, it just happens, just deal with it, I guess.
well, everything goes wrong sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
even this is our first stream. This is our first stream. Like, we already got a bunch of mess going on, and we have to like rush the deadline for a long like very quick. And we already got like a bunch of technical issues at the start, and even during the stream as well. So, I guess, what do you think about our new tournament?
I feel like it will go really far considering how it's towards the end of the years, but it would depend as people typically in Singapore and Malaysia would have their end year exams coming up, and they have to focus on multiple things, and it's really tough. They may not be able to balance it, and yeah, I'm not sure if it will work, but I have high hopes for it.
So, do you have any plans for the tournament? Like, as an admin, like, we know, like, I myself know, like, we have a lot of plans, even myself. So, do you actually? This is not like a admin test. I'm not gonna kick you for like having a bad answer. So what? So what if? What are your plans in the future?
I wouldn't say I don't have any. I would say I don't have any plans in mind, but like I'm just want to like help out with the staff team and make sure that the whole tournament goes smoothly. As usually tournaments go messy with all the matches going on and they unable to keep track and all. But with like the help of more staff members, I think things can be handled more better and it will go more smoothly than usual.
All right, that's really good to hear. So okay. Another question. Do you think you will stream the first match for Flower Nicecactus? Like the first match even in the qualifiers, like the very first match that is streamed. Do you think you will make it?
Yeah, of course I'll make it. I'll be honored to stream the first match of a new tournament to kickstart the whole event.
All right. Right, that's really good. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining today. I
Yeah, no
really
problems,
appreciate
man.
it.
Thank you for this.
So, yeah, no problem. So, one final. So, we know that our community is pretty much anticipated for the next tournament. Even even I myself has like actually leaked some information within like a very tiny group of people, and I would introduce a pretty much a novice YouTuber. He just reached 100 subs like just recently, and we will actually call him right now. So okay, so just wait a second. And yeah, okay, so our community actually wants to support the movement, like the actual movement. This is a movement I'm actually talking about. Okay, I'll put this on stream on the screen if you want to, which is should be here, but yeah. Okay, we don't take the image of. Oh no. Oh. Okay, the image is weird. Okay. I'm just gonna call him. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, you're here. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Negus. Hi. Okay, so how are you, bro?
Doing fine. Had classes throughout the whole day. Quite busy, but I'm glad that I can attend this interview. Really happy.
All right, glad to hear. So, okay, first question. Introduce yourself. I know you have a YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
you do critical ops content, of course. So, but do you mind giving our viewers like a more detailed view of your stream? I mean your channel. Excuse me.
Okay. I had to start way back in 2018. I was a player that started in 2017. I'm pretty sure the OG players know about Revival. These semi comp clan. I was there as a casual because I was part of the Ghost clan as well that time, but it was all back in the days. So that's actually where I started creating contents for Criticals because I felt like it's something that I liked, right? But I actually took a break from 2019 to 2020 till last year December. So I came back to this game and I was like, let's continue creating more contents, right? Because I see that the game has improved a lot in terms of graphics and gameplay compared to 2018. So yeah, that's why I created more contents these days.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure that you were I'm sure that you were like one of the earliest act like you know about the tournament, like the earliest, the earliest of the earliest, because I'm not lying. Me and myself and Negus actually got uh, when you saw when you saw like the first words that came from myself about the tournament, what do you think about it? What do you think about it?
At first, I was like, "Are you sure? Like you got $800 sponsor from Nicecactus?" But after you confirmed that, I was like, "Wow, that this is like a very big advancement for tournament organizers." I mean, excluding if you're talking about critical ops official tournament organizer. I'm talking about like external parties like SFLT, Polaris, IFT, like this verified tournament organizers. I feel like it's a very big advancement, and I'm definitely happy for you personally as a friend because I know how hard you work for your tournament organization.
Oh, thanks a lot. So, um, so, so I've heard that you were like you start like this is like pretty much shapes of advertisement, but we have a clan called the Forsaken. It's some of you view like you watching right now know about this clan. It's a pretty much a very big casual clan. Uh, with 60, and you actually start casting and streaming in one of our in a tournament and custom matchmaking matches, and you actually set foot on on Polaris as a streamer. So do you do you think you're coming back to the critical streaming, critical
Well,
tournament streaming specific?
okay, so one of the reasons I left as a streamer from Polaris, IFT, and Klaxon was because the schedules were, I mean, my personal life is getting a lot busier because I am being moving into my degree studies in university. So everything is kind of cramped for me. So I feel like maybe I will come back in the future, but maybe not in the near future, probably maybe in a few months. And so, yeah, I can't confirm that, but I think I'll be coming back because I really enjoy streaming, especially along with casting, because I feel like that is the one thing that is lacking in critical streaming, which is casting. Yeah, so I think I'll be coming back.
Well, all right. So, um, I'm gonna let you make a guess. So if so, imagine that in the main event you have a lot some of the big teams. You have let's say you have Hammers, Mercy, both regions, Elevate, Raid, and a bunch of other teams. What do you think who will make it into the grand finals? Not winning the entire tournament, but who will make it into the grand finals?
Wow. If you're talking about let's say, I think I will go for Hammers. Because back in 2018, I was a really big fan of Hammers. Hammers and Gangstar were like the big two, you know. They were like the biggest and the strongest two standing competitive teams. And I'm still with Hammers for now. I'm not really sure about how they're playing now because as I mentioned, like, I'm really busy in my personal life, so I don't follow much on these comp scenes. Even if I focus, maybe I'll just focus on Asia server, Asia region, because that's where I'm from, right? But I think I'll go for Hammers. Yeah, I think Hammers will make it in.
Okay. Okay, so Do you really have to do you have anything to say to our viewers? Like, no. I think we should actually. I'm gonna carry the weight right now. But okay. Do you have any like feedback on Steel Flower Premiere and any suggestions for our next event? Like you're representing the entire casual community, like casual player base on stream. It's not actually representing, but you are actually chosen to be one. So, do you have like any feedback on like any suggestion to make Steel Flower Nicecactus a better tournament than like even better than other tournaments?
Well, in my opinion, I feel like Steel Power Tournament Organization is really great, but there's nothing known as perfect in this world, right? So I feel like the prize money could be bigger. I mean this is a good starting starting point, but I definitely hope that in the future there will be a bigger prize pool so that even the comp scene can get more competitive. You know, a lot of more comp teams coming up because of the prize money, right? Everyone is motivated by the prize money and stuff. But in overall, if you're talking about the whole organization or Critical Ops comp scene, I feel like probably more professional castings would be needed, especially from streamers, because casting is a very special part of the competitive gameplay. I mean, like if you're watching a competitive match or tournament streaming, but there is no casting, like you're just watching the match, then it would not make much difference if I watch a recorded version, right? But if there's casting, then it's better since the players can, the viewers can communicate in the comment chat below, and also it has more interaction to it and more analyzation of the players play during the game. Yeah, so that's what I think.
Right, that sounds really good. Thank you for joining us today. So, and make sure to subscribe to Negus channel, and I'll leave a link in the description below after the stream, of course. So, yeah, I'll actually put everyone here as well. And yeah, so I guess we might have come to an end, but we have a Q&A. We have a public Q&A session, and after this we will have a community game with like our viewers right now. So we will spend a little bit of time to I will try to answer as many questions as I can. Yeah, and Pearl also. Starting with you guys in the chat and in the voice chat right now. I'm just gonna wait for questions. Just don't be afraid. For I'm watching the live chat right now. So if you have any questions, just hit it up in the chat box. It will be greatly appreciated. Even if you're just gonna like random me, I don't really care. But yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait for a question. If we don't get any questions by 2 minutes, we will start a community game. We will have or actually we can just start the community game right now. So just wait. I have to basically set this up, but we will have community game active. I guess it will actually work fine for us. So and after the stream, we will have a basically we will have community, a community poll for the tournament, for the stream like this, and yeah, it's 10, so
to host a quick community game. Yeah. Host a quick community game. Or if you want, we can just end live stream right now. So I would really appreciate you guys to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because it will help us grow, and we will somehow get 1,000 subscribers because of you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream today, and I want to thank Kira, reverses. You were here as well, and we got Asis, Kaira, and Shalong. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining today, and even Dominite.
Long is Dominite.
Yeah. I will make sure you guys will have a spot and you guys enjoy